Welcome to SVR IAS Online Academy. Our website is commandindia.com. In this Polity video lecture, we are going to see about Attorney General of India and Solicitor General of India. First, let's discuss about the Attorney General of India. What is the article deals with the Attorney General? That is Article 76 deals with the Attorney General. It is important for the prelims examination. Attorney General is also called as the highest law officer, or you can say the first law officer in India. Highest law officer in India. Who appoints the Attorney General? Attorney General is appointed by the President of India. It is an important prelims point. Remember, it is appointed by President of India. Now let's discuss the qualifications needed to become the Attorney General. Attorney General should have the qualifications to become the Judge of Supreme Court. Judge of Supreme Court. But to become an Advocate General, a person should have the qualifications to become Judge of High Court. For Attorney General, qualifications is Judge of the Supreme Court. For Advocate General, the qualification is to become the Judge of High Court. Now, you can ask one question. What are the qualifications needed to become the Judge of Supreme Court? He must be a citizen of India. The first important point. And second is that he must be a judge in any of the High Court for 5 years. Here it is a very important prelims point. With the years, he should be a judge of the High Court for 5 years. If he is not a judge of High Court, and second criteria will be followed. In second criteria, he must have been an advocate in any of the High Court for 10 years. For 10 years. Okay, no problem. If the person is not a judge and not an advocate, but an eminent jurist, if he is an eminent jurist in the opinion of President of India, here the President of India is very important for prelims examination. UPSC already asked many times in the opinion of whom, whether President of India or Prime Minister of India, etc. So mark it well, is the President of India's opinion. If a person is an eminent person, he can be appointed as a Judge of the Supreme Court. Shortly, you have to remember well, 5 years experience means Judge of High Court. 10 years experience is needed as an advocate or lawyer in any of the High Court. If these two are not available, then he should be an eminent jurist in the opinion of President. So each and every point is important for the prelims examination. So remember well and make a table like this. Now let's discuss about the term of office of the Attorney General. As already you know, Attorney General is appointed by the President of India. Attorney General does not have any fixed term. Is an important prelims point. He is not having any fixed term. He holds the office during the pleasure of the President. It means President can remove Attorney General at any time according to his wishes. So, Attorney General does not have any fixed term of office. Now let's discuss about the removal procedure of Attorney General. As already you know, Attorney General post does not have any fixed term, and also Constitution does not contain any procedure or grounds for the removal. It means Attorney General can be removed by the President at any time. Now let's discuss about some important prelims point regarding the resignation of Attorney General. Suppose if Attorney General wants to resign, he has to write resignation letter to the President of India, because President of India is an authority who appoints Attorney General. So is also an important prelims point. And as you know, every 5 years once, general elections is held to Lok Sabha and new government forms every 5 years once. Every 5 years once. After formation of the new government, it wishes to appoint a new Attorney General, so that conventionally Attorney General resigns when the government resigns or government is replaced, because the Attorney General is appointed based on the advice of the earlier government. When new government formed, it wishes to appoint a new Attorney General. So conventionally, Attorney General resigns when the government is dissolved or the term gets over. Like term, remuneration of the Attorney General is not fixed by Constitution. Term also not fixed. Remuneration of the Attorney General is also not fixed. So it is the President who decides about the remuneration of Attorney General, because President is the authority which appoints Attorney General of India. So important prelims point. So keep in mind that who appoints the Attorney General, who removes the Attorney General, and resignation letter to President, and term is not fixed, like remuneration also not fixed. These are the important prelims point. Let's discuss the important duties and functions of the Attorney General. Whenever legal opinion is required on some important legal matters, President of India will refer the issues to the Attorney General. Then Attorney General gives his opinion to the Government of India. And Attorney General should appear on the behalf of Government of India in all cases in Supreme Court in which Government of India is concerned. In Supreme Court, whenever the Government of India is a party to a case, Attorney General argues in that case on behalf of Government of India. Whenever central government asks, Attorney General should appear in any High Court in any case in which Government of India is a party to that case. The fourth important function or duty of the Attorney General is that under Article 143 of the Indian Constitution, whenever a question of law or fact arises, it is a duty of the President to refer the issue to the Supreme Court, and in that case, Attorney General of India argues on behalf of Government of India. Now let's discuss about the rights given to the post of Attorney General. Here, as you know, Article 76 gives the post to the Attorney General. Article 88 gives or deals with the rights of Attorney General with respect to the both House of Parliament and parliamentary committees. Article 88. Attorney General has the right of audience in all courts in the territory of India, whether district court or high court or Supreme Court. Attorney General has the right of audience, and Attorney General has the right to speak or take part in the proceedings of both the House of Parliament individually or in the joint sitting of the Parliament also. So, Attorney General has the right to speak in the both House of Parliament and to take part in the proceedings, but you don't have the right to vote. Now let's discuss about the rights of Attorney General with respect to the parliamentary committees. Attorney General has the right to speak or take part in the proceedings of the parliamentary committees when he is a member of that particular parliamentary committee. And Attorney General also enjoys all the privileges and immunities that are available to the MPs or members of the Parliament. So he gets all the privileges and immunities that are available to the members of Parliament. Now let's discuss about the limitations of powers of the Attorney General. As already we discussed, Attorney General has the right to speak or to take part in the proceedings of the both Houses of Parliament or in the joint sitting or in the parliamentary committees. But he does not have the right to vote in both the parliamentary proceedings as well as in the committee. The second important point is that he should not advise or hold a briefing against Government of India. As already we know that Attorney General of India post is not a full-time government servant. He can do his private legal practice, but he should not defend accused persons in the criminal prosecutions without the permission of Government of India. So, Attorney General of India cannot defend the accused persons in the criminal prosecutions without the permission of Government of India. And also, Attorney General should not accept the appointment of as a director in any company or corporation without the prior permission of Government of India. So he can't become a director in any company or corporation without the prior permission of Government of India. Now let's discuss some additional points which are important for the prelims examination. The post of Attorney General is not a full-time counsel for the Government of India. Second important prelims point is Attorney General does not fall in the category of government servants. So he is not a government servant. Attorney General is not debarred from private legal practice. But he can't defend the accused persons in the criminal prosecutions without the permission of Government of India. Attorney General is not a member of Central Cabinet. There is a separate law minister to deal the legal matters at the government level. So he is not a member of Central Cabinet. Who is the present Attorney General? Mughal Rohatgi is the present Attorney General of India. That's all about Attorney General, important facts, appointments, remuneration, term, duties and functions, rights of the Attorney General and limitations on his rights, and some additional points we discussed. Now let's move to the Solicitor General of India and Additional Solicitor General. Apart from the Attorney General of India, there are other legal officers appointed by government to assist the Attorney General. They are Solicitor General of India and Additional Solicitor Generals. The main duty of Solicitor General of India and Additional Solicitor General is to assist the Attorney General in the fulfillment of his official responsibilities. Now let's compare the position of Attorney General and Solicitor General. As already we discussed, Attorney General is a post created by the Constitution by Article 76. But the post of Solicitor General is not mentioned in the Constitution. Solicitor General post is not mentioned in the Article 76. It is an important prelims point. And another important prelims point is Attorney General, you can say, is a constitutional post because it is mentioned in the Article 76, and Solicitor General of India post is a statutory post. Statutory post because Solicitor General works under the Law Officers Terms and Conditions Rule 1972. Who is the present Solicitor General of India? Ranjit Kumar is the present Solicitor General of India. That's all about important facts and prelims points regarding Attorney General of India and Solicitor General of India. In our another video lecture, we cover about Advocate General of India and we'll compare all the three: Advocate General, Solicitor General and Advocate General in a table format. Download the PDF for the revision purpose, and all the best for your 2016 exam preparation.